Then moving on,
Fine.
Raja, I had a question.
Yes.
So I know like this is like okay, wait. So how like was Brahma, like how was he born or how was he created in the world? Like if he is immortal, but like how was he like to begin? Or what is he like
You
always
are
there?
you are asking about Brahma?
Yeah. How was he like how is he born or how was he created or like how did he come to be started?
Brahma was never created. Brahma is the infinite material, or he is the absolute reality. So there was no such time where Brahma was not present. As in the last to last class, I explained that we count everything in the framework of time as we are created in time. But Brahma has created time, so Brahma is out of that frame. He is not bound of that frame.
Okay, I understand.
Yeah.
And Raja, your screen
Anyone?
is frozen right now.
I'm not visible.
No, you are visible, but your screen is frozen.
Oh, maybe a network problem. Wait, let me check.
It's good, Raja.
It is fine?
Yeah, sometimes it froze, but then it starts by itself.
Hello? Is the screen fine right now?
Yes. Yes, Raja.
Okay.
जी राजा दिखाई है.
Fine. Anyone else?
I can't see you.
Maybe a network issue from your side. Okay. Do we have any more questions? Okay. Whoever has a turn today may start reading the next one. Summarize the last one.
Okay, yeah. So to summarize the last one, we started off by talking about the meaning of dharma, and we compared it to the attribute of like the flower, of like you were trying to explain how like a flower's attribute is like its smell, but and the stick.
Phone aside, your face is not visible.
What was that?
Yeah, this is fine.
Okay.
No, not yet.
So,
not yet. Your half face is visible.
oh, okay. I think I know this. Is this better?
Yes. Now you may continue.
Okay, so we talked about how dharma is only within existent things, and it's the cause also, and it is also an attribute. And then we talked about Akshikarnatvad, Asakta Karnavad, and that was negated by Mahaprabhuji. And we don't believe that the creator or the material which is used to create it has to be destroyed. We don't believe this. We believe that material cannot be created out of destroyed material. And so, for example, like the sat or material can't be destroyed by past, present, and future as it is internal. and asat is an object who can be destroyed, and the object has to be sat, or for material changes, but it doesn't get destroyed because all materials are energy, like Brahma. And we had a few questions after this, and then we understood what how Ashatanatvad, how we can accept it, because we have to accept that Brahma has to destroy the universe, but he does not destroy himself, because he's infinite. And for example, and it's the same like consistent analogy that we use, like the seed and the flower. Like the seed changes forms as it becomes becomes a flower, and even though it's not like accepted, this concept worldwide, we still accept it. And we also learned that Brahma is the material cause. So then you have to accept that he has to destroy, or not destroy. He has to like they believe that that he has to destroy himself, but this is wrong. We can't believe that he would he's infinite, so we learn that he can't destroy himself for new creation for the world, or for the next when the cycle continues. He doesn't destroy himself, even though because we believe that okay, so we also continued that if the cycle continues, we talked about before in a few classes back that it's not really destruction and creation, it's concealment and revelation. So he reconceals everything in his own attributes, and nothing is actually destroyed. But maybe it's, like to the human eye and like the elements and everything, it looks like it's being destroyed, but it's actually just being concealed. And nothing is a new creation or destruction. It's just a consistent cycle of revelation and concealment.
Now you may start reading the next one.
Okay. Okay, so the topic is the beliefs contradictory to the doctrine of the cause and existence. The question from what is in this world created and the exercises to find its answer generated many opinions and debates. The chief of them are Ajitvad, Swabhavad, Swabhav.
You may pronounce after me. See, the first one is Ajativad.
Ajativad.
Second one is Swabhavad.
Swabhavad.
Third one is Pratitya Samutpadvad.
Pratitya Samutpadvad.
Samutpadvad. Yeah.
Samutpadvad.
Sanghatvad.
Sanghatvad.
Arambhavad.
Arambhavad.
Vivartavad.
Vivartavad.
Vikrat Parinamavad.
Vikrut Parinamavad.
Avikrat Parinamavad.
Avikrut Parinamavad, etc.
Yes.
We shall discuss briefly what they say about the cause and effect or function. It will help us understand the concepts clearly. Srimad Prabhuji has set in the principle of Avikrut Parinamavad. Should I continue?
These are the different opinions which were raised by other acharya regarding the process of creation. As we understood that Mahaprabhuji explains, you people may write down the name of the Vad or the theory which is accepted by Sri Mahaprabhuji for the theory of possession. So Mahaprabhuji says that he accepts Brahmavad. The Brahmavad, B-R-A-H-M-V-A-A-D. So Brahmavad accepts that everything is formed out of Brahma. Brahma is itself is the material cause and efficient cause of this universe. And the second name for Mahaprabhuji's theory is Shuddhadvaita Brahmavad. You people may write down the spelling. SHUDDHADWATVAD. Shuddhadvaita Vad. Shuddhadvait Brahmavad. So this is the philosophical theory proposed by Sri Mahaprabhuji. We'll be understanding it in detail in the next topics. So here, just as a part of comparative study, we are having a look towards the other theories which explain the process of causation. So for those, we have some selected theories here which are contradictory to the doctrine of the cause of existence, which is explained in Veda Upanishad and as accepted by Mahaprabhu. So these are not theories which we accept. These we are just going through them as a part of a comparative study. Avikrata Parinamvad ultimately is the theory which was proposed by Sri Mahaprabhu. So before that, Ajativad, Swabhavad, Pratitya Samutpadvad, etc. These are the theories which are contradictory to what we accept, and we are just having a look towards them as a part of comparative study. So try to understand these theories properly. As a result, we will be able to understand what Mahaprabhuji explains. Yeah, start reading.
Ajatavad is Acharya.
It is Ajativad.
Ajativad. Ajativad. Acharya Shri Gautpad had set this theory. According to it, the cause is simply result of our imagination. In fact, there is neither cause nor the function. It means that only Brahm exists, and there is neither anything like function or cause nor effect in him. Therefore, absolute reality is Brahm, and the universe is just an illusion. The word ajati means that nothing can ever be produced or created out of Brahm. Should I keep bringing them in order?
We are going to understand each and every theory one by one. Explain what you understood in this.
So, Ajiti means that nothing can ever be produced or created out of Brahm, and that's why Acharya Shri Gautpad explained. And we don't believe this. We don't believe that the universe is this is called idealism, or I think we don't believe that the universe is an illusion. We believe that since Brahma created since Brahma manifested the universe, it is material, and but this theory explains that there's nothing like cause or function. There is nothing in this world. There's only Brahma, and everything that we see is just an illusion.
So Acharya Gaudapada, he accepted that Brahma doesn't have a characteristic or attribute to create something out of it. It means as Brahma is an absolute reality, nothing can be produced out of it. So jati means to be born or to create something. Ajati means not having the capacity to create something. So ultimately, Ajativad means that Brahma doesn't have the capacity to produce or create anything out of it. So he accepted that Brahma is an absolute reality and nothing other than him exists in this universe. So the whole universe is just an illusion, you, me, and whatever we have around us, all the surrounding, everything is just an illusion, and the only existent material is Brahma himself. And Brahma doesn't have any attribute, any characteristic, and therefore nothing can be created out of Brahma. Any doubt?
I have a question.
Fine. Yes.
So, like, what sampradaya is like she goes by like representing?
He hasn't had any sampradaya. We just have a only book written by him which explains Ajativad. Not much material is available regarding his teachings and understanding. Only one text which was written by him, only that is available nowadays. Maybe the others would have been lost or not preserved, but we don't find any other material other than a single book written by him. But yeah, the student Gaudapad, the Shishya Shankaracharya, he propagated a proper sampradaya which is known as the Shankar sampradaya. We'll be learning it, but there is a sort of difference in both the opinions. But ultimately it is much near to what Gaudapad explains. So Gaudapad hadn't propagated any sampradaya in proper, but we do have a sampradaya propagated by Shankaracharya ji, who was his student. Prashishya, in our term we say it is Prashishya. So he propagated a well-known sampradaya, but a bit he has a bit different opinion regarding the philosophical concept.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Anyone else? Riya, you wanted to ask something?
No, Raja.
I was using Ria's phone actually, and I had a question, so which you already kind of answered. It is which you already kind of answered, because my question was how it is different than Mayavad, but I think already said it's slightly different. Yeah.
Yeah. Gaudapad doesn't mention the role of Maya in the creation, and just explains that Brahma has the character of ajati. It means he cannot produce or create anything out of it. So he hasn't explained the character of Maya, but Shankaracharya ji has added that feature. That's the only difference. We'll be learning that when we approach the philosophical concept from Shankaracharya.
Ji Raja.
Arnav, you may continue.
The next theory is Swabhavad. So in ancient times, there were many thinkers who held the opinion or theory of Swabhavad. They believed that there has no need to expect that certain things are the cause and some are functions. It is law of nature that everything comes on the earth. It stays and passes away. It is like a flow of water that goes on flowing on and on eternally. Therefore, it is not necessary to consider Brahm or any other material as cause for the universe. Universe exists as an eternal entity. So this is saying kind of like the Brahma form of Bhagwan kind of like how the universe is the universe, and that's the only entity. Except this doesn't accept Brahma as a form of Bhagwan. It only accepts the universe as its own, as the entity itself. So it doesn't really believe there is any material created to create the universe. It just was it's just like a flow of water that goes flowing on, and it's infinite. Even though we don't believe this, we understand that the universe will be concealed.
So Bhava accepts that we don't actually need any creator for this universe. We don't even need a material cause or an official cause. But Swabhava word means nature. So they explain that it is the nature of each and every object to create itself, to sustain itself, and after that destroy itself. So for example, we have kept any such material, leave the plastic, but any natural if we keep it in the same condition without using it for 300 years, 400 years or more or less, each and every material would have its own lifespan and they will be destroying itself on its own. We won't need to destroy the material. Plastic is a different thing, but other than that, any natural product would destroy its own self. So Swabhavad is from Buddha and even from science. From scientists even do accept this, that accidentally things are created and we don't need a particular creator for guiding or for initiating the process. So as in the theory of Big Bang, they say that suddenly there was a Big Bang and the universe was created. So this is what Swabhavad or accidentalism explains, that we don't need to trace out a particular process for anything, or we don't even need to make a relation between the cause and the function and the cause and the effect. It is a law of nature, just like a river goes on flowing. Flowing is the nature of river. Same way, creating, sustaining and destroying is the nature of this universe. So the cycle, this process will go on, and therefore universe is an eternal entity, and therefore we don't need to accept any creator or any material cause who will be creating the universe. So this is what science accepts, and even Buddha. So it is just like a flow of the river. Everything will just be going on in the same flow, even if there is no one to guide it or there is no one to interfere. So this will be an eternal process as per Swabhavad. Universe itself has its nature, and that nature will keep itself creating, sustaining and destructing. For example, in the astronomical news, we do know that there are many such many such galaxies in this universe, many such planets, and the universe is technically infinite. It means we cannot just find out how much it is, and science even accepts the theory of expanding universe. It means the universe just goes on expanding itself. It grows. So here in this universe, as Earth and all the 9 planets we have in the solar system were created out of the sun accidentally, and just an asteroid had a clash with the sun and it burst out into the 9 other pieces, and then all the 9 planets we have in the solar system were. So all the 9 planets were created out of it without any effort. It means there was not a person or there was not any entity which deliberately created the 9 planets out of the sun. And even after breaking into the pieces, all the 9 planets, they itself created their own environment, and as we all know that all the 9 planets have their different features. So this is what Swabhavad explains, that as in the creation of a solar system or in the creation of the 9 planets, as we didn't need to trace out any creator who had guided this process or who had initiated this process, and therefore we don't need to make any fixed relation between a creator, material cause, efficient cause, or the process of causation. The universe has its own nature and it will be maintaining its flow. This is what is accepted by Swabhavad. So they don't accept in God, they don't accept the presence of any Ishwar, any creator. So Nastik Darshan, this is ultimately, which doesn't accept the presence of Bhagwan or Brahma. So even science has the same theory, that we don't need any creator, but the universe itself will create things out of it. It will sustain everything without our efforts, and same way the universe will be destroying itself. As we know that there are, because of the when the meteor showers occur or when the asteroids come towards the solar system or in our way, we know that many such small planets, stars, etc., they just get destructed because of the clash of that asteroid and meteors, and this is the way of destruction. So everything has an lifespan, and everything will be destroying its own self, will be creating it out, and will be sustained as per its nature or as per the format of its creation. So we don't need to relate anything. This is what they mean is. Any question regarding this?
Yeah. I just had a quick question. You said like Swabhavad is like the theory of Buddha, and you just said that Buddha did not like believe in like any god or Ishwar. So why do we consider like Buddha as the 10th avatar of like Bhagwan?
Bhagwan incarnated in the form of Buddha. Mahaprabhuji explains the purpose, that when Bhagwan found that the Jeev or such individual beings which were not chosen by Bhagwan for attaining salvation, when they entered the Dharma Marg, Bhagwan wanted to distract them from the main path, and as Bhagwan wants them to stay in this universe forever, Bhagwan as in the form of Buddha propagated the path which is opposite to what Ved explains. For Asuri Jeev.
Yeah. So is this like the same for like Christianity and Islam as well? Like Bhagwan incarnates in order to like not incarnates but like send someone in order to like distract the jivas from the main path?
We cannot say that those are incarnations of Bhagwan. We accept the incarnations which are explained in our Shastra, but indeed nothing can happen in this universe without the wish of Bhagwan. So obviously Bhagwan wants this to happen, and therefore all such paths are prevailing.
Okay. Thank you.
I have a question.
Yes.
So after the 4 yugas are done, so like after Kali Yuga is over, and Bhagwan destructs the world, will the universe be reborn in the same way and have like the same qualities and attributes?
See, first of all, after Kali Yuga, the world doesn't end. The whole universe doesn't end, but yeah, small parts of the universe are destroyed by Bhagwan. For example, Earth, we are just a small part here. So the destruction happens, and again from the Satyuga there will be a new start, a new beginning. But every time the whole system or the whole creation doesn't remain same. It is not same always. There will be some changes. what it is now, for now, it will be a slight different when something new is created. So the whole creation won't remain like a carbon copy. Not everything will be same. There will be some changes.
Ji Raja.
But the whole universe is not destroyed after Kali Yuga, but after a Kalpa. Kalpa is the time period in which we have 4,000 Yuga. As we have 4 Yuga, which are Satya Yuga, Treta Yuga, Dwapar Yuga and Kali Yuga. So as we have these 4 Yuga, the cycle of the 4 Yuga for 1,000 times is known as 1 Kalpa. So in total, the 4,000 yuga will form as a kalpa, and after each kalpa, Bhagavan destroys the universe. Not after every Kali Yuga. Just a small part will be destroyed and something new will be created.
I understand.
Fine.
Then my Pranam Raja, I have a
Yes.
I just had a quick question about based on Mahabharata. Even Duryodhana was doing a lot of fasts in Mahabharata, even though it was Satyug, and in Satyug people are not supposed to do fast, because when it's Kalyug, there's this small mantra called Kali that like comes in everybody's mind. So then why was Duryodhana doing a lot of fast in Satyug?
He was not in Satyuga. The Mahabharata happened in Dwapar Yuga, the 3rd Yuga. And after Bhagavan Shri Krishna returned to his divine abode, to the Vaikunt, immediately after that the Kali Yuga started, the Yuga in which we are living. So the Mahabharata was the incident in Dwapar Yuga, not in Satyuga.
Ji Raja.
Yeah. Let us conclude here today's session. We'll be continuing in the next week. You people may ask if there are any doubts. But try to understand these contradictory theories properly, because this will help us understand the teachings of Mahaprabhuji more. So if we understand who are explaining something which is contradictory to us, which is not accepted by Mahaprabhuji, it will help us understand the philosophy of Mahaprabhuji better. So try to understand these properly and ask if there is any doubt. We'll be continuing in the next week.
Ji Raja.
Pranam Raja.